Okay, well, here we go. Final part of the AAW Royal Rumble pay-per-view. So, part 1 was uploaded probably like an hour ago, or probably like a couple minutes ago. So, we did showcase like all the simulations we did for the first few matches, ranging from matches 1 all the way to 5. Did simulate those, like the women's style matchup, the hardcore style matchup, the 2 random matches we had, and the tag title matchup as well, including. So, and then after that, we did showcase while we watched Antonio Cesaro defend his title against Adrian Neville in the United States Championship matchup. So now here we go, main event time. Well, not main event. Main event's the Royal Rumble. My bad. We did quickly change Shinsuke Nakamura's name because it was like its non-copyrighted name. We did quickly change that. So now we are all ready. Here we go. AJ Styles defends his AAW World Championship against number contender Shinsuke Nakamura. Of course, Nakamura did win a 6-man elimination matchup in AAW Week 1 to become the number contender for Styles' title. So, he'll face off against AJ Styles here tonight. And after this is match number 7. So, after this, we got match number 8, the 8th and final matchup of the night, the Royal Rumble matchup. 25-man Royal Rumble matchup, just so, because 30's going to take a while. And also, there may be a couple superstars who should have been in the Rumble, but sadly were not. Probably because when I did say in part 1 of the Royal Rumble preview, when I did say of how I screwed up, and like how I had to restart everything. So yeah, there's like 2 characters who were not associated to the AAW roster, and I'll say it at the end of the Royal Rumble, just so I won't spoil anything, so you guys won't think, so that means they're not going to the Rumble, that means they're not going to be in the Rumble, just so I won't spoil it. So, that's that, Sally. So anyways, the house with her crown to Shinsuke. So, of course, definitely a WrestleMania Warriors matchup. Along with, well, the United States Championship matchup between Cesaro and Neville. That was a hell of a contest. So, just so this won't pass by the 30-minute time mark, which I should see as the video length. Yay, it didn't. But the Neville and Cesaro match was extremely long. So, and also mostly because like every character that I've put associated to the AAW roster has all 99 attributes. So, we're gonna put it with a 30-minute time limit. If it goes over that, well then we'll simulate the result. So, or with the forfeit splash from Styles with the time limit, shrink down the actual match time. We shall see another forfeit splash, 2 in a row from AJ Styles. Can be going for a third one here, bring out all the stops against the challenger Shinsuke Nakamura. AJ Styles definitely wants to retain his AAW championship. This is his first title defense. Well, this is only the 3rd episode of AAW. This is the 2nd part. This is technically the 4th video, but the 3rd episode, since the Royal Rumble hasn't been shrunk down to 2 parts. And Nakamura with the missed the drop kick, and Styles nails the spin hit kick right to the back of the head of Shinsuke. And AJ Styles, your AAW World Champion, is on a roll here. And Nakamura, he's on dream streaks. Nakamura looking to defeat Styles to become the new champion. In case you did not see part 1 of the Royal Rumble preview, well then, I am warning you that you watch part 1 first, so you guys can just know the simulations. And another forfeit splash from AJ Styles, because if you don't know what happened, I am going to absolutely spoil it for you right now, just so I can tell you to watch part 1. So spoilers, here we go. Not gonna tell you any spoilers for the non-important matches, because I really don't care about those, but I will tell you spoilers for title matches. Women's Championship, Aaliyah successfully retained her title against Mick James. Undertaker defeats Samoa Joe to win the vacant Hardcore Championship. And Hardy's defeated New Age Outlaws to become the new Tag Team Champions, along with Neville defeating Cesaro to become the new United States Champion in the main event of Part 1. So yeah, Nakamura nailing the high knee strike. We might as well call it the King Shaza, but nah. And now Styles getting back inside the ring. So Styles does get counted out, disqualified, or if any countout or disqualification happens here, Styles retains his title. Same rules for the Cesaro and Neville matchup, which was hell of a back and forth contest in which Neville ultimately picked up the victory against Cesaro with a Bro Hurricanrana makes Cesaro's head bounces off the man. Now the wrong suplex powerbomb, suplex seated powerbomb by Styles to Nakamura. Nakamura's head bouncing off the announce table there. Nakamura simply pushing down Styles, trying to get a Reaver. Nakamura with the Swanton. And now has Styles with the abdominal stretch. Submission maneuver. Letting go of Styles. Styles with the kick up. But he did bounce his head off the table. So did quickly fall down. And now Styles on Dream Streak. So never mind, counters with the plunger. On to Shinsuke Nakamura. AJ Styles, remember, he is their champion. Nakamura, your challenger. We all know AJ Styles would love to retain his championship here. For this one, AJ Styles is the face, Nakamura is the heel for this rivalry. And Styles is simply throwing Nakamura off the top of the rope to the outside of the ring. And now Styles with a leg drop. And so now you gotta think, we do not know the order of the Royal Rumble participants. We do not even know the participants in general. So you gotta think, if Nakamura is to lose, or Styles is to lose, then they probably might enter the Royal Rumble later on here tonight. So, also, but that does depend. If Styles does retain his title, then that means he will not. But if Nakamura becomes the new champion here tonight, that means he will not. That means Styles probably might enter the Rumble, or Nakamura might enter the Rumble, depending on who loses this matchup. But keyword is might. Also maybe. Both men on count 6 here. Nakamura gonna have to hurry and bring back Styles to the ring. Well, never mind. It's Nakamura on count 7. Styles on count 1 due to him being on ring apron. And now AJ Styles could easily pick up a victory here with the count out, retain his championship, but the count is going to catch up with the phenomenal one. It is going to catch up with AJ Styles. It's not going to immediately go to 9 for Nakamura. Styles now on count 7 here. See, it did catch up with him. It's now almost equal here. Nakamura on count 9 now, and now that's going to catch up with Nakamura. Nakamura gets inside the ring smartly. Well, wisely, I should say. And Styles nailing that beautiful one-legged missile dropkick to Shinsuke Nakamura. Now Nakamura trying to do a hook suplex of some sorts. Now off the ropes goes Nakamura. He comes back to a stiff punch right to the face by Styles. And now an armbar from the phenomenal one to Shinsuke Nakamura. Now this one has Nakamura going to try to rip apart the arm of Nakamura. He's going to have to get close to those ropes there. Nakamura's struggling, but he does get out of it. No, AJ Styles don't hook suplex seated powerbomb once again to Shinsuke. And now the surfboard submission maneuver. Nakamura, he's close to the ropes. He could be able to get the rope break. He's close. He does escape out of it though. Now AJ Styles grabs legs and a Boston Crab, elevated Boston Crab submission maneuver. The Lion Tamer by Chris Jericho basically. And now Nakamura close to the ropes again. He has to reach in there. And never mind, as AJ Styles makes Shinsuke Nakamura tap out. Nakamura loses. That means Nakamura could be in the Royal Rumble matchup later on tonight. But AJ Styles is still your AAW World Heavyweight Champion. So, hell of a matchup there, to be fair. Only a 9-minute matchup of some sorts. As we now go on to the Royal Rumble matchup, which is on exhibition mode, so we can prevent any, anything being ruined by either glitches, like when one of the characters freezes in the middle of a matchup. Well, in the middle of a battle or Royal Rumble, usually, because there's so many characters, or any injuries, or probably even deaths in the game, which we wouldn't want that. So we're doing this on exhibition mode, and then the final 2 participants, and then whoever wins of those final 2 participants later on, I'm going to simulate the matchup, the 1-on-1 matchup between the final 2 participants. For example, let's say it's Shane McMahon and The Miz who are the final 2 participants. They're the first 2 participants, but this is just an example. Let's say they're the final 2 participants, and then we simulate a matchup. Let's say, I don't know. Let's say Shane defeats The Miz as their final 2 participants. Then we do a 1-on-1 matchup between Shane and The Miz off camera. In the regular pay-per-view, we'll keep simulating until Shane wins. Then that's when we turn back on camera. So that's just an example. Anyway, now, next entrant, and it is going to be The Undertaker, who is third entrant, your hardcore champion, your newly crowned hardcore champion. Did defeat Samoa Joe to become the hardcore champion. To win the vacant title from the injured Mankind, as Mankind did injure his arm when he won the hardcore championship on the same night in AAW Week 1. So then after that we had 2 qualification fail for race. into the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. The winner of one of those Fatal is Undertaker. Winner of the other one, I was about to say Shane Man, but no, Samoa Joe. Anyway, now bystand from Shane to Taker. Miz staying safe on the top rope, and now Samoa drop from Shane. There goes the Undertaker. And ladies and gentlemen, I never would think I would say this in a million years and over a million years. The Undertaker has just been the first one eliminated in the Royal Rumble match. That right there is not something you'll ever think will be said in any sort of lifetime nor timeline. As Dolph Ziggler, now the fourth entrant here in the Royal Rumble matchup, and now this one alliances could be formed or broken here. Of course, Ziggler and Miz, two great young talents. Shane Man, some wonderful veteran here, and there goes Miz, and a nice kick up from Dolph Ziggler is not showing off if you back it up, says Dolph Ziggler, and there goes Shane McMahon as well. Miz and Shane getting eliminated from Dolph Ziggler, and here comes Goatface himself, Daniel Bryan, the Yes Man, the Goat, Mr. Goatface, Daniel Bryan. Off the ropes goes Bryan. Now Ziggler gonna have to try to get some momentum here, because now at this point Bryan, he is the fresh man, but Ziggler hasn't gotten hit with that many strikes or grapples from our Shane or Miz before he eliminated them. So now don't want her suplex, Tiger suplex to be exact. And so Ziggler, luckily enough, not getting eliminated, not getting thrown over those top ropes. And so he's still inside here, trying to wear down Dan Bryan now. The hammerlock submission maneuver, trying to rip apart the forearm probably. And that's the burning hammer slam. Nice burning hammer. And Bryan gets eliminated. So now, man, here comes Roman Reigns. This is gonna be difficult for Ziggler to eliminate Reigns here. And now Reigns just catching Ziggler midair with the power driver. And now Ziggler he's gonna struggle here. He's gonna struggle here to try to eliminate Reigns. Reigns is probably not gonna be that much of a struggle to eliminate Ziggler. Ziggler's gonna have to try and survive here. Ziggler has already had 3 eliminations. So Ziggler has done the most in this matchup so far, being entrant number 4. We also had Dan Bryan at entrant number 5. Reigns is number 6. If I do lose track of count, well then, my bad. I do know who's number 30, and I do know who's number 29, so that should help me out. Jon Moxley, next one, aka Dean Ambrose, but his CCW self, so, his more hardcore self. And now off the ropes goes Ziggler. He returns to a DDT from Jon Moxley, or Dean Ambrose, where you want to call him. Nice headlock counter from Ziggler to Reigns. Now Reigns with just a reverse DDT, shades of Sting there. Off the ropes goes Moxley, and now Reigns is not going to pay no attention to him. Now Ziggler nails the dropkick to Roman Reigns. Ziggler trying to get a breather here. Off the ropes, he missed the clothesline, but see right there. Now a brutal DDT from Moxley. This time to Reigns instead of Ziggler. And now back suplex to Roman Reigns. And now Ziggler, he's getting caught by Roman Reigns. And man, Mankind, and he is back from his injury. Ladies and Mankind, first ever hardcore champion, and he immediately gets eliminated from Jon Moxley. A dream match itself that could have just happened. And there goes Moxley from Reigns. And we're back down to our original count of Roman Reigns and Dolph Ziggler. So, ladies and gentlemen, enough said right there. Moxley and Mankind, that's a dream matchup itself. And, well, ladies and gentlemen, immediately getting crushed right there. And off the ropes goes Ziggler into a big body drop. Ziggler, he's been lasting here the longest. He's had the most eliminations as well. I believe he did eliminate Mankind, if I do remember correctly. Yes, I think he did. So that will be 4 eliminations here. Now here comes the radar superstar. It is Edge. Remember, this is a 25-man Royal Rumble matchup. So Ziggler, he still has quite a way to go here. Now trying to nail the plunger to Roman Reigns. He's not to code breaker counter into a submission type maneuver by Edge. Nice transition there from Codebreaker into the submission. Anyway, now to a chokehold to counter the slingshot maneuver from Ziggler. And now both these men exchanging blows, exchanging ground and pound, mounted punches, fist straight to the face by both men. And now, man. And ladies and gentlemen, the next entrant to the Royal Rumble, it's Brock Lesnar. And at this point, Ziggler, Edge don't want none of Lesnar. I bet Reigns too stubborn to back down here. And so Reigns stepping up to the beast and card. Oh man, Lesnar Not gonna stand up to that. Nails down Lesnar. Nails down Reigns, I should say, but now Reigns counter. Never mind, Lesnar back on top of him. With the ground and pound. Mounted punches while Edge and Ziggler are in one corner. And shoulder breaker from Brock Lesnar to Roman Reigns, and now Lesnar almost eliminating Reigns there. Reigns luckily getting back inside the ring, and there goes Roman off the beautiful dropkick from Dolph Ziggler. And just like that, Ziggler picking up a 5th elimination in this Royal Rumble matchup. Let's see there, him and Reigns taunt. Here comes Stone Cold Steve Austin. As we now further progress towards the ending of this Royal Rumble matchup. Nice DT from Edge. Well, there are 4 men in here. Lesnar, Ziggler, Edge, and Stone Cold. Stone Cold nailed that knee drop to both Ziggler, and I think he got a bit of Lesnar as well. Nails power jar to Dolph Ziggler. Nails the kick up as well. Something you don't usually see from Stone Cold. If not, never. And now Edge with the drop kick to Lesnar. Stone Cold, he's dazed. And now an ankle lock to the Beast Incarnate. Ziggler trying to catch his boundaries. And now, well, he's going to get caught Lesnar. And Lesnar with the power slam. Well, the military press slam by Lesnar, Ziggler, and here comes HBK Shawn Michaels power driver from Stone Cold to Edge, and now we got Michaels and Austin, and Michaels who nails kick up shortly after the bridge suplex he nails to Stone Cold to Austin. So now we got Edge and Austin here in one side, while we got both Michaels, Lesnar, and Ziggler in the other side, and now all of them conjoining. Never mind. Bye bye suplex from Stone Cold to the radar superstar Edge. Now Edge has him up. Whoa, never mind. Nice counter from perhaps the Hurricane. Nice counter to a powerbomb from Stone Cold. Luckily enough for Edge, that powerbomb did not send him flying off the ring. Almost did though. And now Michaels trying to gain some momentum as Christian, Edge's tag team partner, now in here, and now Ziggler able to get eliminated, but probably had the most impressive performance here as Ziggler. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Dolph Ziggler, he did have 5 eliminations coming out of the number 4 spot, so that's good enough for Ziggler. Definitely have the best performance in this matchup so far. And now Lesnar nailed the DT to Edge. You guys did see that from the corner. Well, not the corner, but like the upper part of your screen just moments ago. So now Michaels and Lesnar here. Michaels trying to fight back with some strikes. Don't want to get into a strike fest with Lesnar. And Lesnar just going to slam down HBK. Now Edge transitioning to nail DT to Shawn Michaels while we got Christian and Stone Cold. And oh man. Well, this is going by a little bit too fast, as your next entrant in the Royal Rumble is Chris Jericho, and that means he is now on the AAW roster. We didn't originally have him signed to the AAW roster, but now he is here. I mean, he's going after Edge. Nails dropkick to Edge. Well, dropkick that was as well. And now he's on the verge of getting eliminated from Brock Lesnar. Well, never mind. And now by Sam to the Beast Incarnate. Edge has Jericho. After him, Tornado DT from Christian and Shawn Michaels, so you guys did see that. Now Lesnar. We got Lesnar and Edge here in the ring apron. Well, we got some more action between Christian, Stone Cold, and ours going on the other side of the ring that we cannot see. And well, here we go. Next entrant is CM Punk. And man, here we go. Dakota Personality is in the Rumble. So now, ladies and gentlemen, remember, the WrestleMania pay-per-view is going to be on the April side of things. We still got, let's see, we got January, February, March, April. So we still got February and we still got March. So we still got February and we still got March to go in the calendar here. JTS from Punk to Jericho. There goes Austin from Christian. Christian eliminates Stone Cold Steve Austin. I believe that was Christian. I can't remember anymore, but whatever. Michael's getting sent to the ropes, and now Punk trying to do a bulldog there. Michaels with a nice counter. And so now, next entrant is Luke Harper, the first member of the Wyatt family, being sent down here. And well, here we go. And now, well, the ring's starting to get a little bit stacked here. We haven't had that many eliminations, and well, sure, we've had a couple, not that many. And now the Michaels got eliminated. He almost got eliminated from Christian. You guys did see that suplex from Christian to Shawn Michaels. And now, well, Christian just nailing down both Michaels and Punk. And now Edge and Christian, they're tossing it out in one corner. Well, Luke Harper has Chris Jericho up, nails the DT, and we got Punk and Michaels on the other corner. We got Punk and Michaels on the other side, I should say. It's not nice drop kick from Edge. You guys did see that as he did deliver it to Christian. Nah, man. Randy Orton. Now he's gonna try to immediately eliminate Harper. Harper gonna try to immediately eliminate Randy Orton. Sadly, not for both these men. And now Jericho on top rope. Who is he aiming for here? Jericho just gonna be showboating on top. And Nails drop it to, I believe that was Christian. Kind of got him a little bit. Anyway, now Jericho almost getting eliminated as well. And now Michaels, Sweet Chin Music. And one later on Brock Lesnar, he's gone. I didn't see who Michaels nailed Sweet Chin Music to though. Probably nailed it to air, but Lesnar, he's gone finally. Yay. Definitely didn't want Lesnar to get pushed to be in the main event of WrestleMania. Hell no. Lesnar's not going to be getting that. He gets paid too much just to do solo. Nah, man, here we go. Now this is one of those tag team stables could go into play here. We still have Edge and Christian. And now there goes Shawn Michaels thanks to CM Punk. But now we got two stables here. Well, we got two tag teams, I should say. So far, we got Eric Rowan, Luke Harper, and Edge and Christian. It will be an RKO from Orton to Punk. You guys did see that. And Eric Rowan immediately getting eliminated. Another RKO from Orton to Punk. You guys did see that. It's action. So much action. Not even sure when at which superstar you guys are focusing on. We got Christian and Chris Jericho. Luke Harper joined the fray. We got Edge, Punk, and Orton for a second. And now Orton with the brainbuster to the radar superstar. And now here comes Rhino. Rhino, imagine how much it will mean to him to main event WrestleMania. Probably make it just a hardcore ECW bloodfest right there. Probably could make it here, right then and now. That's the hardcore ECW bloodfest. Here in the Royal Rumble. But we do not have the main weapons. We don't have Chris Jericho's microphone. That would do damage enough for Rhino. I guess Rhino will probably find something innovative. I guess so. Now Rhino, off the ropes goes Edge. Rhino with the spine buster. And now, as theater, Christian, he's holding onto his ribs. He was holding onto his ribs, but definitely got to think if he has hurt his ribs, most definitely. And now Luke Harper almost eliminating Edge with the suplex type maneuver. And now here comes Seth freaking Rollins. Edge getting eliminated. Luke Harper preventing the dream match between Rollins and Edge. And now Rollins, he's close to getting eliminated here. He just came in the matchup. And Tyler Black, a.k.a. Seth Rollins, immediately getting eliminated. Not only did Luke Harper prevent a dream match between Rollins and Edge happening, but he also prevented Rollins even having a chance at main event WrestleMania. Rollins immediately getting eliminated very quickly, almost as quick as Mankind. And if not, Mankind did get eliminated quicker, but still. Sad for Rollins. Luke Harper ruining every wrestler's dreams here tonight in the Royal Rumble. But hey, every man for himself. No pain, no gain. Here comes Antonio Cesaro. Ladies and Cesaro, your United States champion. Well, your former United States champion. Remember, in part 1 of the Royal Rumble pay-per-view, he did lose to Neville. He did lose his United States Championship to the first ever champion, the man that he did defeat on week 1 to become champion in the first place. He did lose it to Neville. And there goes Luke Harper off the bed by suplex by Cesaro. Now Cesaro definitely probably one of the most strongest men in this matchup. Well, now that Lesnar is gone, he's probably the most strongest. Orton, definitely one of the most experienced, and not definitely the most experienced. I think he is the most experienced. Him or Rhino. If not both. And now Cesaro waiting for the next entrant, and it is Samoa Joe. He did lose to Brock Lesnar. I mean, not Brock Lesnar. He did lose to Undertaker early on in the night, and that was our worst matchup being 3 stars. Our worst matchup being a 3-star matchup, not necessarily bad, so that's good. But that's like our only 3-star matchup, so Joe looking to get something better. If you can't win the Hardcore Championship, then try to have a guaranteed main event spot at the main event of WrestleMania against the AAW champion for whoever it may be at that time. Well, at this time, it's AJ Styles, but remember, we still got February and March, so we still got the Inner House thing to do. We also still got Fastlane. We also still got Elimination Chamber as well, and hopefully that's the previous schedule I could remember. And if I changed it up, well, then my bad. And Bray Wyatt, next one to enter the Royal Rumble matchup. And there goes Christian, thanks to CM Punk. And now Rhino trying to eliminate Punk, but Punk not gonna let that happen. And Rhino just slightly dodging away the clothesline from Joe, nailing one of his own to Samoa Joe. And there goes Cesaro off the monkey flip by CM Punk. And now Joe off the ropes goes Wyatt. But now we got Samoa Joe and Rhino here, and Cesaro just immediately taking down Randy Orton then with the kick up. So at this point, Bray Wyatt delays entrance. I do not know what number we're up to, but that's kind of sad. So I need to know the number of the winner. I do know who wins this matchup. Kenny Omega, the cleaner, is here, and this is his first time appearance here, and Rhino getting eliminated. Well, he was assigned to a roster, but we haven't used Kenny Omega since he was injured. But since we did screw up and restart it and stuff like that, Omega no longer injured. So yay, Omega making his debut here in the Royal Rumble. Although he was assigned to a roster, Chris Jericho originally wasn't assigned to a roster. So yeah. Anyway, now, and there's the double hook suplex by Omega to Punk, a dream matchup in itself right there. And now Punk on the verge getting eliminated here, but no, he does hold on. Kenny Omega nails the full out suplex to Cesaro, and you're 30. I mean, not your 30. CM Punk getting eliminated. That's it. And there goes Jericho. Eliminations and Samoa Joe. Everyone dropping like flies here. Kazuchika Okada getting eliminated, and Kazuchika Okada was their 25th and final entrant. Okada had the best odds of becoming champion. Well, no, of main event WrestleMania. Your final four at this point. Ladies and gentlemen, Okada, your 25th entrant. So, and there goes Wyatt getting caught midair from Kenny Omega, and now Omega and Cesaro momentarily teaming up there to try and eliminate Bray Wyatt. Omega, Cesaro on the verge getting eliminated as they were on the ring apron. Final four, Randy Orton, Bray Wyatt, Cesaro, and the cleaner, Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega has the best odds since he was the 29th entrant. Cesaro with the second best odds. Bray Wyatt with the third best odds. Randy Orton with the least greatest of odds since he's been here the longest of these four men. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that one right there. Who's going to main event WrestleMania? It could be Randy Orton. It could be Cesaro. It could be Kenny Omega, or it could be Bray Wyatt. One of these men will main event WrestleMania for a shot at the AAW World Heavyweight Championship. There goes Bray Wyatt. Do it on the announce table by Cesaro. The strength of this man, Cesaro. The strength of Antonio Cesaro is unreal. Nice counter to a stunner, surprisingly, by Orton. And now Orton getting eliminated by Omega. Here we go, follow to Omega. Cesaro. Omega almost eliminated Antonio Cesaro. And now Cesaro. He's on the ring apron. Never mind. Cesaro grabbing Omega from the inside. Throwing Omega over the top rope. Antonio Cesaro is going to main event WrestleMania with a shot at the AAW World Heavyweight Championship. And so, ladies and gentlemen, 4.5 star match right there. Our second worst matchup. Well, to be fair, all these other matches have been 5 stars, so yeah, doesn't necessarily matter one bit. So those star ratings are definitely great. Just look at them. That right there. Randy Orton defeating Daniel Bryan. Leah retains the title against Mick James. Johnson defeats The Miz. Undertaker becomes hardcore champion against Samoa Joe. Hardy Boys defeat New Age Outlaws to become technical champions, and so much more. And ladies and gentlemen, a successful Royal Rumble pay-per-view as we now renew contracts, stuff like that, and then that's how we end up the bill. So, Cesaro, what a journey here in AAW. He defeats Neville on AAW Week 1 to become the United States Champion. He loses the United States Championship. I know this Kevin Owens looks like Bill DeMott. I'm going to change that. And so Kevin Owens, no, not Kevin Owens, my bad. So Cesaro, Antonio Cesaro, he loses his United States Championship in the last matchup, but before, what? I'm having a blank moment here. Cesaro, he does lose the United States Championship matchup in part 1, which was uploaded an hour ago, probably going to 2 hours ago at this point now, at the time of me doing the voiceover. And so Cesaro just jumping back into the game, I guess, getting back on track, loses the United States Championship, but now he has a guaranteed spot at the main event of WrestleMania. As long as he doesn't get injured, he's gonna be in the main event of WrestleMania to face off against whoever is the AAW World Heavyweight Champion at the time once we get by our next couple of shows and our next couple of pay-per-views, since we are going on tour, so which is why we're gonna have 2 pay-per-views in the third. One in the 3rd week, the other one in the 4th week of February, I believe. Yeah, so that right there. that's gonna be great. So we shall see who will be our champion. And then don't forget we got March, and then once we get to April, which is gonna be the third week of April, we have WrestleMania. And we're gonna have Cesaro being the main event of WrestleMania in an AAW championship matchup. Of course, if Cesaro does even get a title shot for the United States Championship or tag team title shot at that point, he could probably hold multiple championships, but no, we're probably not going to give Cesaro a title shot for any of the tag titles. We're not putting him in the tag team against with Sheamus yet, and we're not gonna. We could get Chris Hero and put him in a tag team and like have them like the Kings of Wrestling and stuff, but no. And we could also give him another shot at the United States Championship against Adrian Neville, but nah. We're going to give Adrian Neville a new opponent. Cesaro guaranteed shot for the AAW World Heavyweight Championship as long as he doesn't get injured. So, but now he's going to have to get some momentum. And into the WrestleMania pay-per-view, we got enough time to develop some new storylines. 8 match card, like always. And of course, if it does get cancelled, well, that sucks, because career mode is very dumb, and it sometimes will cancel pay-per-views. Which is why we originally had 3 scheduled pay-per-views in the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th week of March. So like we could have had 2 in your houses in the 2nd, 3rd week, and then we could have had Fastlane in the 4th week in February. But now it's going to cancel because it says 3, but then it's going to cancel later on. We need to assign this guy to AAW, so we're just going to do that in the editor. And so just that, are you happy, Vince? Cancel the show. There we go. Pretty good. In New York for the Royal Rumble in New York. That sounds cool. So there we go. Moving on. Here we go. Keith Lee. Yeah, he's just gonna be shown in numerous modes. So yeah, since we did have we canceled our proposed pay-per-view, so that sucks. We're losing Reigns because that Randy Savage is in New Japan Pro Wrestling. So yep, and SSW is taking over. And no, Sheamus, we're not signing Hornswoggle. Hornswoggle was going to stay in wrestling school. Hell to the no. Vince, give me my extra. There we go. Because I am the game. Triple H 45,500 bonus. I'll take it. Next event is going to be in Cincinnati, Ohio. Most likely. Well, it's just going to be in Cincinnati. With a jail background. So, with a hard time jail game background. So, whatever. Just like that. Next show going to be in Cincinnati. And that's going to be AAW week number 4. Now we only got 2 pay-per-views in your house. We're going to have 1 in your house, 1 Fastlane. At least we have a full schedule for March. So, pay-per-views, we're going to use to set up some storylines as well, instead of just using the regular shows to set up pay-per-views. Remember, we got March pay-per-view in the 3rd week, and also along with April pay-per-view being WrestleMania in the 3rd week as well. So, yay. Thank you guys for watching the video. I will see you all in the next one. Probably not gonna do AAW tomorrow, nor for the rest of today, because I want to actually do humorous mode again since I haven't done it in a couple days. So we are gonna do humorous mode. That'll be the next episode. Well, that'll be the next video we do. So yay! Thank you guys for watching the video. I'll see you on the next one, and goodbye. And Cesaro will main event WrestleMania. Man, what a journey for Cesaro so far. In the AAW career mode. That's crazy. And thank you guys for watching the video. See you on the next one. And goodbye.